Hi, today I'm going to be talking about overcoming fear of tech. There isn't a single person who is born with a tech fairy. In fact, everyone who knows about tech had to learn it and acquired the knowledge. There isn't a single person who has never been fearful of tech. Even Mark Zuckerberg has had his fair share. Remember that moment about a year ago when Facebook and Instagram went offline for 8 hours? He didn't die. His business didn't die. In fact, he's thriving and his business is thriving. I have my own fair share of fear of tech. Actually, I am a former computer consultant and in the software industry. I taught software to software engineers. But I didn't turn plan on being a software engineer. I wanted to major in math, and I thought to myself, I have to get a PhD to get a job. So I thought, well, I looked around a little bit and realized that it was software engineering students who got internship, and that's how I came to be in the software industry. And my first assignment in school was horrific. I actually did it 6 times, programming it 6 times. Why? Not because I was trying to be perfect. It was because I remember I would put a floppy disk into the computer and press save. What I didn't know to do was to tell the software where to save my homework. If I could handle and become proficient in tech with all my fears, so can you. If Mark Zuckerberg can have his colossal failure and not die from it, so can you. So I'm going to be sharing with you 3 strategies on how to overcome your fear of tech. Number 1 is to be okay with your fear of tech. There's nothing wrong with you. You are perfect as the way you are. Everyone has fear of tech. Remember that time when Mark Zuckerberg's company had that epic failure for 8 hours? He didn't know everything about his company. No, he didn't do it by himself. No, absolutely not. He had a team of people try to figure out what happened. He also had a team of people try to figure out, hey, how do you make sure this will never ever happen again? And now look at where Instagram and Facebook are. In fact, I have talked to so many software engineers who had become online entrepreneurs, and they all say the same thing. They had to struggle and figure out how to apply new software for their business. It wasn't intuitive for them. They had to figure out the framework, and certainly was the case for me. So if you have a fear of tech, know that you are in great company with geniuses, and your fear of tech is just normal. Number 2 strategy for how to overcome fear of tech is be like a baby. A baby is fearless, willing to press any button, poke at anything, make mistakes, make failures, and pick himself or herself back up again. In fact, what would you think if a parent said, hey, you fell once, don't even try to walk? You would think that parents are abusive and cruel. Well, stop being abusive and cruel to yourself. Sure, you might have spent hours trying to figure out something small. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. We all do it. I have done it. Mark Zuckerberg and his company have figured how to do it. We all are in the same boat. Number 3 strategy for how to overcome fear of tech is to think of what tech can do for you. Tony Robbins says it really well. Anticipation is the spice of your life and your business. For anyone who's proficient in tech and who is not, there's only one variable, and that's participation. It requires knowledge and time. But you are an entrepreneur. You have spent the painless hours of figuring out what it is that your clients need so you can help them and guide them in such a way that they save time and stress. And that's what tech is for. Someone, a programmer, has spent endless hours, painful time figuring out where you want to be and guide you through a process, much like you are guiding your clients through a process. They help them save time and money. Same thing with your tech. Someone has figured out how to save you time and money and stress so you can get to where you are. I hope you got a lot of golden nuggets from this video, and please share in the chat what you have found. Now I want to recap the 3 strategies. Strategy number 1, be okay with your fear in tech. In fact, all of us have it, and when you do, you're in good company. Strategy number 2, be like a baby. Be willing to discover, make mistakes, and pull yourself back up and rinse and repeat. And number 3 strategy for overcoming fear of tech is to anticipate what tech can do for you and be willing to really put yourself into it. After all, when you are, working with your client, you expect your client to show up a certain way, to help them, to guide them through a process that reduces time, reduces anxiety, and create results. And it's the same thing with tech. Saves you time, probably money, and stress. Thank you so much, and hope to see you next time.